How's it going? How are you today? Mm, okay. Okay, let's go. Mm, Wow. We need to go left, did I? Yeah. Mm, Today was like curious day. I just wake up, drink some drinks, eat a breakfast, put some TikToks on the work, and now we are doing farming simulator. We should be get closer to the better close. Yeah, we're close to the field. I'm gonna go left. Okay. You need to keep eye on your track because I get the 0% on the steering wheel, and because of that. I do not see almost nothing here. I just going like by pure instinct. Okay. I remember the time when my father teach me how to plow, and we was like putting on top of the plover the big rock, and my father was not a farmer, and I was one day doing plowing, and some like very old guy from the place where I was living come and say, "Hey, Pavel, what are you doing?" I said, "I'm plowing." Yeah, but you don't need to this boulder on top of your plover. I said, "Yeah, I need because I need the weight to put him down." And he told me, "No, I'm gonna show you how to do it." And he showed me. And believe me or not, I never use the boulder anymore. My father was a very good guy. Has got few problems, but who hasn't got the problems? You know. And I'll learn something what was very important for the work. Saved me a lot of fuel, saved me a lot of time, because sometimes the plover still didn't want to go up or down. But when I was talking with father and said to him, hey, look, it was a situation like that, he told me, yeah, I know. But if you get the broken plover, you need to put the boulder on there uh, because you cannot go down deep enough. And it was fun. I was always like the farm, working on the farm, the animals and stuff like that. Yeah, but at the end of the day, we are moving to England, and that is that. Okay. I learned a lot of from my grandfather. I learned how to fix the stuff, how to use your brain, not your muscles, because they better thinking than hard working than hard working less thinking. Usually that is working like that. That you are thinking less and you working more, and I was trying to always do it the other way around. More thinking, less working. Why? Because I was quite lazy back in the days. No, I'm joking. That is because if you find a good solution for the work you're doing you don't need to work hard and you're gonna do it anyway. Okay. Yeah, it's going pretty good. And we're gonna go up and down, up and down, up and down until we finish. We was get the tractor, what do his name, Super 40 with the connection from the Super 60. Super Ursus, what, how you, I don't remember exactly. Yeah, but that was two tractors connecting together on the very strange ways. The funny part was that the gear is always snapped somewhere, and you need to like stop, take the screwdriver, unstuck it until my father was so much upset about it. And with my grandfather, they all passed away, unfortunately. They taking out the old shifter, check the gear set, fix everything what they can, and from that day was everything good. And I got the situation before the all fix. I was go down from the steep hill on the field, a very steep one, with the two people on the tractor. You shouldn't do that, but you know that is the farm. You're doing the things differently, and you deal with consequences. Yeah, but that was quite dangerous. Don't do that. Yeah, and what happened? Why I say they dangerous? My gear clutch, and I couldn't go do nothing. And you cannot hit the brakes because that was like steep hill down. And if I gonna hit the brakes, that the lorry what I was get the trolley what I get behind me with like few tons of straw will just crash me and the people on the tractor too. It means I was need to quick thinking, and I stopped the tractor. The two people what was on the fenders on the tractor, they jump off. I told them to jump off if gonna be a safe time. It means that the tractor not gonna be run so fast. They jump off. I stopped the tractor, fix it, and go to home. But the people what was driving with them that day, with me that day, they go by walk to home. That was like, not my fault that the tractor failed. And after that day, my father say, okay, that was too dangerous and we need to fix that right away. Because if my quick thinking saved the day, because that could be a very big tragedy. Mm, you know. Yeah, but my father said to me, that was good quick thinking. And thanks to that, you saved the day and life. Yourself and the people what was with you on the field. I was so happy that day. That was like hey, I'm done something very good, and he was so happy. Just the appreciation from your father. That's for the boy in age 16, 15, everything, yeah. Your father say, oh, you are acting as a man. That was the best choice you can do. Um, you keep save everyone, and you do not destroy the equipment. That was a brilliant and stuff like that. And you are happy with it. You are so much happy with it that you cannot actually get brief on it. I just wonder that I forget about one thing. Oh my goodness. And I just wonder that anyone writes to me. No, Venex. Venex was here. Oh my goodness. I forget about it. Sorry, Venex. I forget about to on GG. My bad. And I'm gonna on GG now. Sorry, my. I was so focused about everything. Yeah, you can buy the farming. I enjoy myself every time I'm playing. Well, uh, because the weather is crashing my pressure. Yeah, and at the end of the day, I'm gonna finish the story. Uh, yeah, and my father was very happy about that. I was happy much more than my dad because like I told you, appreciation from that what you have is much more than gold. Yeah, the knowledge that your father say to you, well done, that was a good choice, you done very well. I was not the ideal kid. It was not like that. I was a perfect kid and stuff like that. That's why I was so happy when he said the thing that I what? Yeah, I was so happy about that. But it was not always like that. I do some stupid things. Oh, I remember another funny thing. When first times in my life I started backing off with the trolley to the barn, and that was hilarious. Yeah, because I never done that. I always go with the small trolley with one set of wheels, and that one was the um twist in front. And oh, come on, I was like so upset, so mad. But my father come to me and say, if you learning how to do it, go with the front, hit hold the front, and little bit, and you're gonna figure it out. I'm gonna not told you how to do it. You need to figure it out. If you learn by yourself, you will know how to do it next time. If I'm gonna show you, you will not catch up. And I said, yeah, I know how it's working. He teach me like that many things, like the painting, because he was the his we can say original job was a painter. He painting the houses, and he taught me how to paint, how to change the window, how to put outside concrete. Just, you know, a lot of stuff. The same like my grandfather teach me how to weld, how to create that stuff from nothing, almost nothing. Yeah, I got a very good life with that kind of things. But at the end of the day, as this was a lot of people what they do not appreciate. My father have get the problems. It's not that he was perfect, but he was not bad. When I was kid, I was thinking that he is bad, but at the end of the day, he was not. Because why? Why I was thinking that he was bad? Because at the end of the day, sorry, but at the end of the day, you are a kid. You are want to do stuff your way, and your father, your mother, gonna be try to show you the right way, and this right way is usually not the way what you choose. And my father was getting upset very fast. It means it was a lot of shouting sometimes. He drink as well, but that's story for another time. And in my opinion, what we can say, he drink, but everything around the house was done on time. He bring the money for the shopping, but he was drinking. One second, because something itching me on the back, and with my size, oh yeah, that was the thing. Oh yeah, better. Mm, a little bit too much. I need to see a road, but not like you know. Oh, I remember as well another story. We was going to the field, and on one of the fields, we was get the problem with the drainage, and it was a lot of water, and you cannot do nothing with that. That is just the water, and that's it. And I was asking around, reading about it, because it was not in the internet yet so much often. We haven't got the computer on that time. We get the books and library, and I spend a lot of time in library to find out what we can do it to fix that the water not gonna be stand on the field. And they told that you need to dig a hole, put the pipe with the holes around, and another pipe connect to it, and put to the near we can say water disposal place, whatever. As you need to get somewhere to the water go away. And we have something like that. I'm gonna check the name. 1 second. Ditch. We get the ditch on the side of the field. And what's happened? But the ditch was not working well. I don't know why. I don't gonna say that I am smart enough or get knowledge about that. That's the I know how the ditch, why the ditch was not working, but it was not working. The water still stand on the field, maybe because of that the ditch was not cleaned proper. And when my father was like get 3 weeks on the winter, when you not get nothing on the field, we dig out the hole, put the pipes, put the special sinkers. They are drainers or drain to drain the water. And after a few months, the fields start looking very good. You know, you cannot overkill with that because you can drain the water completely from the field. But, you know, the swamp on the middle of the field disappear, and that is the win-win situation. And we clean the ditch as well to, you know, get much more space, little deep. We go a little deeper, and that helped not only us, that helped our neighbors. And thanks to that, he come to us and say, okay, you've done a very good job. I was never think that will come the day that I gonna get quietly go to the field and the field not gonna be swamp. And I said to him, and then why you didn't do nothing about it? He told me, yeah, but it is very hard for one person to do it, something like that. Whoa. I think, oh, it's okay. Yeah, and I said, yeah, this, you know, we was spending like 3 weeks to do it. That you saw us when we was doing it, and my father said, shh, don't say nothing. Get happy that he just appreciate that what we done, and don't care. And I really was upset at that day because we done every job, every bit of the job there. He saw us few times that we doing that, but was no, he not help, and that he get the field next 2 hours, and he had get the same problem what we do. It means big swamp on the middle of your field. And later on, I read a little bit more about it. We do some adjustment, the work what we done next year on the winter. Why on the winter, like I told you, we had we had a lot of more time. We get more space. It was not like winter. That was the start of the winter, just barely after we finished the work on the field. You know, the plowing, the seeding, and everything. And this field was been left for the another adjustments. Time to get the drink. Whoop, whoop. Oh. Yeah. Okay. That was the last time that the tree. Oh, I don't get the. Then I'm gonna have it. No Vince today on the channel. Mm, Sadga. Yeah, I'm all the time on the app. Brilliant, brilliant. You know what is funny? I was sitting on the Discord on app all that time. We almost finished. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Yeah. Okay, that's gonna be end of this tree. Well, do I not get this mode? What? I do not have this mod, or it's not working. This was working a few days ago. Yeah, by cutting those ones. Whoa! Okay. Something is wrong. Ah, I cannot cut the whole tree down. LOL. Okay. Do you see that? I cannot cut this whole tree. LOL. I don't know what happened here. Okay. We're gonna take that away. Okay, we're gonna leave that for now here, and I'm gonna check why the mod is not working later on. Oh. Okay, then now we can flip that over, go around. We almost finished this one. Okay. Do, 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 do. Mhm. 2%. Yeah, we done it. Oh, harvesting. Field number 2. On the top there. Nice. There is small contract. Okay. Okay. Maybe we're gonna take it this one to borrow the stuff. Okay. No, we can go here, here, and here. Because it doesn't matter right or left I'm gonna go. I'm gonna reach the destination anyway. Okay. I think that we get enough cash to buy our own tractor and trailer. Oh, yeah, we can take it that. Oh, good one. Okay. We have that, and now we're gonna take trolley. $250. Not gonna play around. Okay. Okay. What I just yeah, we get this field. Hey buddy, how's it going? Yeah, it's going great. Sorry, I haven't seen you on the stream because I forget to on the GG. Uh, the new farming gonna be 2005, 2007, or 2008. That is long time. If you get like a lot of hours play with me, for example, that is gonna be like 2 years tops. You know, the thing is that you will know that the farming simulator next edition coming up on the Epic will be showing the this version what we're playing now 25 will be for free. That way you're gonna know that the game is already been 1 year since Epic's gonna release the 25 for free. It will be that the new farming will be appearing after 1 year. No. I'm playing vanilla all the time. I didn't buy nothing. I'm gonna buy the expansion what will come now because that's gonna be big change of the mechanics. Gonna be new map and gonna be a fishing. You're gonna get you can create the fishing farm and you can fish the fish on the water normally. With the rod, you're gonna get the rod on the equipment. Mm, It's all the same, bro. The changes is that they get the seasoning in the game. They add now the new thing that you are actually when you're skipping the day, the contract starting appear after you wake up. It means now it's not worth it to skip the day. You need to speed up the time, because after you wake up at the day, you need count 7 hours before the contracts will appear. I don't like this feature. That should be on and off button for it. But now you not get the chance to skip the day. You need to speed up the day. Besides that, nothing changed. It's still one of the best farming simulators ever built. I didn't see any other games advanced like this one. Some Polish studio will do it on the how you call it, this engine, Unreal Engine 5. They're gonna try to do it on this one, but I talked already with the guy, and I told him that Unreal Engine gonna be very hard to master it, because at the end of the day, the giant software, they get own engine, and this engine is particular for the game. Yeah, but you know. Yeah, of course, of course. You know, if the Microsoft will not get the someone to maybe not conquer, but oh, what is that? Why is that here? What? Okay, we're gonna need to back off. Yeah. It's like the Microsoft. Microsoft do not have a challenger, and they're doing whatever they want. But imagine that if Microsoft will get the system, what is the same good like the Windows, or better, and they have to adjust more better features, because otherwise they will lose customers. The same happened with Intel and AMD. AMD starting produce the processors what they are unkillable. And what Intel have to do, the Intel has to adjust to the situation. And what do it the better processors. What is failed so far? Since Intel 9, the first edition, doesn't change nothing. The processor is still get the same problem what AMD have the, well, like, I don't know, 15 years ago. They deal with the problem. The Intel do not know how to do it. It means at the end of the day, the rivalization between them two, giving us an opportunity to get the cheaper processors, better processors, quality of the work is different and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, if the farming simulator will have a rival, that will be very good for the game, because they will need to advance the game faster to stay on the market. Do that gonna be better? I don't think so. because they will get less time to do the stuff. They will try to do it much more they can do. What that will benefit? No one. Do the game gonna be better? I don't think so, because if you want to squeeze more into the short period of time, there's usually something wrong going on. There's a lot of lags, bugs, and the farming do not have them a lot. They get some because you cannot test the game, because they will have to get different types of computers, systems, graphic cards, and everything else to check everything out. Soon they don't have it. That's gonna be very hard to test it, isn't it? Vene. But that's gonna be very hard to test it, the game, if you not get the different computers, yeah? Yeah. Yeah, but that is all about it. If they will get the rival, but they're not gonna be anyone crazy to push them, like, to do it a lot of stuff in one go and stuff like that. That's gonna be like rivalization, but the normal one, not the sick one. The both game will go in the same level. The one after another are gonna be trying to get something new, something better, and that will be benefit for both games. If they will try to, on any case, get better than farming for any means necessary, are we gonna get the two broken games and nothing else? Yeah, and the giant software get the N mobile and the PC cover it, because at the end of the day, in mobile you're gonna not see a better game than Farming Simulator. Then, they should get someone who's gonna be like speed up the process, get them to work. But if that's gonna be someone who's gonna be pushed too hard, the both games gonna be unplayable. And I saw that in many games, that they try to be over the main on style. The same like you. Oh, that is very good example. World of Warcraft, one of the first MMORPG, and after World of Warcraft, a lot of companies try to do the MMORPG, but that is not World of Warcraft. And it's a lot of companies said, "Oh yeah, we gonna do best game ever," blah 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 blah. At the end of the day, that was nothing. That is the main reason that I would like to have a competition, but the competition can be dangerous. The same like can be very good for the. That is both ways, yeah. But we will see. We will see about it because they will launch the game. I get on the Discord another guy. He didn't tell me from where he is, but he doing the farming game as well. I bound to that as I cannot stream nothing else than the farming simulator. I cannot stream any other games because I get that in my contract. But I can do something like that, compare the two games. I cannot stream, but I can do the episode. What do you think about the new game, that and that? How good or bad is looking for the new farming? You know. The funny thing is that I don't get any money from this contract, but I get the rules what I need to follow. Why is that? That's I need to get like in last 18 months some amount of money from the cash I gathering. Yeah, like you buying the game from my link and stuff like that. That I get the like small percent to myself, plus that in 18 months, if I'm gonna get enough purchase, they're gonna be upgrade my rank up because I am partner, but partner on level the bottom one. But that will go up someday. You know, they are very careful with that what they giving to what, because if they get very low, how you call it, requirements to be a partner. Support is amazing, bro. I just get the problem because my last channel was devastated via viewer, and I said them, okay, I get the new channel. It's a little bit smaller, but I streaming on 2 channels now, Twitch, and they say, okay, no problem. Even the guy, I haven't asked him, but even the guy what I was talking with, he told me, oh, do you want to change your personal code? What you're giving to the viewers? I said, yeah, of course. And he told me, okay, we're doing in that because your nickname, what you choose, is too long. Do that version. What is he write me? It's gonna be okay. I say, yeah, okay. The support is very good. We cannot say about that nothing. But they need rival, but the normal one, not the crazy one. And there's a lot of games like that that get the. They are best on the category. And they are best. You cannot say nothing about it. And the farming simulator is not cheap game now. It is expensive. They getting with the price a little bit up. The game start being more popular, and they starting raising the price. Normal stuff. You need to, pay for the people what they working on the game, innit? You know what is funny? What I really love always, like the people say, "Oh, the game is too expensive." I said, "Wait about the electricity, fuel, and the wages going up. We think that the game is still gonna cost $1." You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. And because of that, I'm laughing sometimes, but the game is too expensive. Yeah, but when you're going buy the fuel for your car, do you pay for 20 years the same price? You say no. The same is with the games. You need to. The wages going up, the taxes going up. they pay taxes, they pay for the workers working on the game. There's not the one person doing Farming Simulator, because he will be die after he will be released the game once in 10 years. That is the thing. Yeah. But like you notice that as a lot of people, what they just don't get idea, and they still talking bullshit. But we cannot do nothing with that, you know that. It's like with the women's. The people do not change. That should be good angle. And we get a lot of nice space here to turn around as well. Yeah, but when you're gonna buy the farming, we can play together. I don't mind. I'm playing like 3 times on the week farming simulator. I'm playing farming simulator in actually 2 times. Monday and Friday, but I'm gonna change that. Hey, Vanna, do you are my moderator on the Twitch? If I'm not mistaken, you are or not? Okay. Especially the farming simulator is for the people what they like playing farming games. Because here you not get the fabular quest, you not get the nothing to compare. Of course, it's some e-sport. I know about it, but that was never a thing for me. If you know what I mean? Yep, you do. Always the same. But do that is bad or good thing? I don't know. I like the game. Simple. What about are you still playing on some random servers, or you stopped? But it's still gonna be part of our small project. One second. Okay, I'm back. We stopped the project now with the server. But I'm gonna tell you later on why. Yeah, I get the expansion, and it is good one because they added the fishing into the game. You need to research, of course. That is not that like you on the game you get it. You need to research. A lot of mechanics change. Yeah, they develop the games. The oxygen is stepping on his steps as well because the oxygen it is the we can say rival for the Rim world, in my opinion. Yep. Yeah, and now you can choose where you starting. You not need to necessarily start on the planet. You can start in the space on the ship. Yeah, and we have a server. We just creating the server for RimWorld. Yeah. That's he gonna be on all the time. The Thomas just adjusting the mods. He know the game better than I, and he just adjusting the mods. We're gonna see do the server is working well. If they're working well, that's we're gonna start inviting people whoever want to play. Now I think that's gonna be amongst the friends, and later on maybe we're gonna invite list the server as a global one. But I don't know. That's about the Thomas. He gonna be the mod president, and then technically he gonna do everything. I don't know how to do that. Yeah, I'm saying I'm serious. I don't know how to do that. The second thing is that my computer is dying. When my computer is old. Okay, when you're gonna give me money for it, no problem. I don't need much. But still, I need to wait a few months for it. If you're gonna see that making the PC now is not that cheap thing, especially that my missus said to me that okay, you doing a good computer or you want to do the scrub mechanic. And I said, okay, I can do scrub mechanic. Okay, then I buying for you not the PC case, but aquarium. I said, okay, that will not work. You want to do the scrub mechanic, you need to figure it out how to work. And my computer case is worth £500. Then she won't build for me a PC, what I should get as a streamer, but the one would get million followers, not thousand. But I'm not gonna argue with her. That is pointless. That is woman, It is sometimes the time that you cannot argue with your woman, because that's gonna be worse and worse. Sometimes you need to let go for them to know that they still get something to say. You know how it's working. But she want to do it. I'm not gonna argue. I'm gonna be happy because there's gonna be new computer with totally new parts. That's gonna be last for 5 years. You know, every year some upgrade like RAMs or whatever else will be popped in. But after I'm gonna collect everything, that's gonna be a very strong machine. I think I show you the case what I'm gonna buy. Or no? Okay, I'm gonna send you. Oh, I just copied the link. Jesus Christ. Sometimes the shortcut is working like crap. That will work. No, that will not work. What's happened here? That's still going in. All right. Fair enough. I send it. The case is get 30 kilograms weight. Just case. Bro, that I can imagine what that's gonna be weighty when I'm gonna put the full size model board, RAMs, plus the my wife is like thinking about 5090 Ti. I said that 5070 gonna be enough, but like I said, I'm not gonna argue with her because that is pointless. She already know what she want to buy for me, and I make a mistake. I left the project for her to do it, and yeah. At the end of the day, I not get nothing to say about it now, but I'm gonna be happy about it. When we finish the computer, that's gonna be monster. Because the my one right now has had a problem with some games to play without stream to play. And I'm starting streaming on 2 platforms. And if I will get the new PC, I'm gonna stream more than 2 platforms. There's a lot of stuff what I'm gonna do. Especially with that I get the new program to stream that is Melt, and I get all chats together. I don't know how that's gonna be with the with the TikTok, because you need to get the key, and TikTok do not want to give you the key. You need to belong to any kind of I don't know, companies. I don't know how that is called. Yeah, but that is nonsense. This application is nonsense. Yeah, I would like to. I think to do the as you get the TikTok groups. They writing to you. They are groups. They are looking for the people and stuff like that. I do not remember how that is called, but they are the groups, and I will write to them. I want to create my own group because we get the streaming group, and it's like few people want to stream in TikTok, and we need get the key, and that is one of the ways we can gather the key. Plus some bonuses when you get the TikTok. I don't know. That is not company. That is some kind of, I don't know, group, something like TikTok, Twitch group. Hmm. I shouldn't harvest now because the snow is the rain at the end of the day. But yeah, that sometimes it's writing to the red message. You cannot harvest when it's raining. Nothing else. I know that is the mod for 22 that if it's raining and you're harvesting, the harvest is wet and you get low price on the shop. So far, I heard that they want to add that something like that to the farming in the next one. Yeah, they're gonna try to go to full realism. And that is in depends do you like it, because it's, a lot of people don't like it. That's why they get the modifications. Like I get now the trolley would get like 250 tons. Perfect for contracts. You get just one trolley for whole field and you don't care. To driving up and down, you know. Like for me, I like realism, but I like as well the option that I can switch off and on wherever I want. It means you get the free will. You want to play? Okay, today we're playing full realism. That's the rain gonna be PPP us off, or we gonna stuck in the field because it's muddy. Yeah. But next day you want to just play, just enjoy the time. Because you can struggle in the game, but if you don't want to, you should get the option to switch it off. Vene, if you're gonna stay long enough after I finish this stream and get the break before the next one, I'm gonna tell you the secret what I'm planning to do. No, long, 23 minutes, maybe shorter. The weather today is like crap. I'm gonna need more than 1 hour between the live streams. Yeah, I'm trying to do it 8 hours, but 6 is as well okay, you know. And the most important thing what I just saw, I do not, we can say, check the how many people I have on the stream. I even don't get the view what's going on my screen because I get something else. I'm watching something, for example, or I trying to read something when I'm driving, whatever. I'm doing whatever else just to not looking like. If you're gonna see a lot of streamers, they are just whipping to the left wing or right or up. They whipping to see how many people they get on the stream. I'm over it with it. I'm checking out when my people disappear from the live stream and when they are enjoying and they are staying on the transmission longer. And I'm trying to keep up the content, the good one and cut the bad one. Simple as that. I even invested to my YouTube channel. I buy the promotion from the Google, and so far it's very good. In 1 month, 500 plus subscribers, and on one episode more than 2,500 view. You know, it's not bad, and I spend not much for it. I'm gonna tell you later. I shouldn't say the amount what I spending on the live streams. A friend of mine started playing. They back to the crossout. You know the game. You're building the machines and you battle. You fighting with another teams. You can build your own machine. And he back to the game after I don't know 1 year or maybe 2. And he told me, "Oh, they change a lot." I said, "For good or bad?" For bad. Why? Because it's more pay to win than it was before. Yeah, if you not buy the battle pass, you are destined to cry about it, because it's the legendary parts what you can buy there, get there from the battle pass, and you cannot buy them anywhere. Yeah, I know. And that is very smart choice. Soon it's not nothing like that to so much give you the game pay to win. I agree with that. Like if you get the skins, you're looking better. Yeah, you can buy that too. A lot of people like looking in the game beautiful. I do not understand that, but still the people like to looking good. I don't mind. If I get the skin, okay. If I not get, it's okay too. I don't care. Either way. Um, yeah, but if you get the game where they just putting on the battle pass the skins, that is okay. But in in Warzone, you get the battle pass, and down there you get already modded weapons. It means it's not, if that is the middle of the season, that give you nothing. To be honest with you, you just get the level 1 weapon with the attachments. What you cannot change because they are as they are. They never good. They always crap, but still they are as they are. At the end of the day, if is the new reset, like they resetting the level of the weapons, that weapon can be very pretty much advantage for you. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's why I like the battle passes where is the skins, like I don't know, some essence, some stuff would give you a little bit more faster crafting opportunity to get more enjoyable game, but not I take the battle pass and I pro. Mm. I don't like that one. Buy so many games like that. That when you buy the battle pass, you are happen to be pro, or you can buy the packs with the better gear straight away. And in here we're coming to the game what I love to play, and I always buy the expansion because the expansion gives me a faster access, good gear to start, not the best gear, good gear to start, and some boat, you know, nothing fancy. Nice fishing planet. And the funny thing is that I gonna, we can say, rush the level up to the certain point. After that, I can sell those rods what I get from the expansion pack because they are useless. Because the best stuff you still gathering from the game, not from the gold. You know what I mean? And that is the balance. You can spend the money, but you're still not gonna be pro after you're spending the money. Yeah, but you know they need to give something to people for people to buy the expansion. I really like the boat, the new quest, what is for the new sonar and stuff like that. That is giving you the last expansion for the fishing planet. And I not say that's gonna be the cheapest one. Yeah, but bro, you get 2 months the access to there. You get 2 months. How you call it? The advanced license. You get 2 months of premium. It means the expansion, boat, and rods you get for free. You know what I mean? But the people say, "Oh, the thing is too expensive." Yeah, it is expensive. But if you're gonna count how much you get for separate things, you still get the stuff for free. And in now on the Twitch, especially for the new players, every month is so they add the drops every single month. It means if you struggle to start the game, you Karina get the pass for the Congo for 1 day. That is a lot for the player 27 level. Go to Congo with the rods they can get on 27 or 30 level. That is a lot because they can get a lot of more money with the same fish what they fishing normally. That's all about the money, you know. Yeah. But that is for 1 day. Yeah, exactly. Especially that is the rather than a more, very much more experience. That is much more cash. Because if you get on the normal level, we can say fishing trip, 1 day fishing trip, you get like 50K, and on the Congo for the same time, you get the 150K for the fishes, the same weight. I will say that the Congo, it is better thing for 1 day. I get one thing for the developers of the fishing planet. They need add more stuff we can buy for the cash from the game. Because right just now, I get 35 millions and zero clue what I can spend on it. I get 2,000 golden coin and I don't get the idea what to do with them. Because I get everything. I already get everything what I need and I don't need to buy anything for the gold to do whatever. If you know what I mean. I can spend for the roller coaster, but no, the rewards on the daily spins are ridiculous. Then it's not worth it. If you spend 5 golden coins, like the Bitcoin, they say it, you should get the able 3 times, I don't know, 1 day premium, 2 days premium, and 3 days premium on the 10 slots spinning wheel, yeah? But it's one only. And I don't know. For me, it's ridiculous. You're paying 5 coin and you get nothing. Or you get the low level reward. That should be adjusted to your level, not adjust because everyone gonna get the same. I get 3 times the line what I do not use it. I sell it, but that's still not gonna. It was not even cover the 5 coin I spent. You know. Then yeah, I'm playing fishing today even. You don't need to, but it's very nice to have. Because in Fishing Planet, the premium it is not a wow, but still give you earning faster, level faster. Not much, especially on my level, but still something. Um, no, because you jumping with the level fast, but you get not enough money to buy the gear. Because amount of experience you need for the level is pretty much lower than money you need to spend for the 10 levels upgrade for the gear. And for the low levels, premium is suffocate. You can suffocate yourself. You're gonna not get the money for the gear. That's why the drops are good, because on drops you get like 16, 20,000. For me, like I get 35 millions. It's like, okay, I'm gonna take the drops, but I don't know for what. Yeah. But for the new players, up to level, I don't know, 75, I think, that's 16k. No, up to level 40, actually. The 16k or 26k, that's giving them a lot. Even for the, I don't know, 1 rod or 2 rods. You know what I mean? Boost of money. Okay, guys. Let me see. Let me see. Well,
Moving to West Mode. Klucze dla Danieli zostawiła.
I got the stream.
Okay. From the
Okay. Oh, we got
Take
the
it.
get some. We're gonna rate now member of our community. He's streaming not a lot. He will be very happy to get the rate. I'm tired. It's gonna be a second live stream, like 1.5 hour, 2 hours. Oops. And thank you so much for being on the stream. I really appreciate. Big heart to all of you. I hope you enjoy. Oh, they're playing fishing game. Oh no, the hunting game. Okay, hunters. Yeah, but big heart for you, and see you in 2 hours. Bye.